Well, today is tomorrow and tomorrow's today. I decided after a bunch of BS trying to find a gasket for the bowl on the other carburetor, I would just buy the carburetor. Now, I don't see this as kind of a waste, even though I spent time cleaning up the other one. I'll just keep it as a spare. But I kind of had an epiphany. One is, with a kit for $20, it came with all new, it came with a fuel filter, little primer bulb, and then even the shutoff. And not only that, I kind of thought, well, maybe, just maybe, this new carburetor would be more compatible with ethanol fuel. And like I said, I can't get non-ethanol unless I drive like 40 minutes away from my city. So I'm kind of stuck with this thing running on ethanol. And I'm kind of hoping that this carburetor is more compatible with ethanol fuel. Its bowl seems to be stainless steel, or at least plated steel versus aluminum. So overall, who knows? But that kind of simplifies the process. I mean, the other carburetor in this video was all the way done, rebuilt minus the bowl gasket, so not really a big deal. You got to see how it worked, how to fix it. I just had such a hard time finding the gasket for the float bowl that I just said, screw it, I'll just get a replacement carburetor. Now on this guy, I think what I'm going to do, it did come with a new gasket here. Came with new fuel lines. I don't honestly think I'm going to replace the fuel lines on here. I mean, I could. Kind of feeling lazy today, so. But I got a new gasket here. I'm just going to bolt this sucker on right here and then go from there. Now this thing's got a lot of different positions for the throttle linkage, which of course, not too sure which one it actually needs to be in. One good way to guess is to look at the old carburetor, and it looks like it was in this one right here, just judging by the wear. So that's where it's going to go. All right, one thing that I kind of thought was a little odd with this is there's no air cleaner on it. I don't know if these just didn't have one. I mean, it seems kind of odd because any kind of debris that gets sucked in here could wreck your motor, especially when you're blowing snow and salt and all that crap around. You would think this thing would have a air cleaner on it, so I'll have to look at the parts diagram and see. I will drain the gas that's in the tank and clean out the tank because who knows, I mean, even though it's a plastic tank, yeah, it's plastic, there might be some of that ethanol crap in there that's just going to clog up the carburetor again. I will be putting this little fuel filter this kit came with in line. That's definitely a smart thing to do because that'll hopefully keep any debris from the tank from winding up in here. I'm almost ready. I got to figure out, apparently I'm missing some damn linkage around here because I was an idiot and didn't put this stuff in plastic bags like I should have. But I'm going to get this linkage for this choke set up, get the cover back on, and then that should be ready. I'll be able to start it later. All right, I think I answered my own question. So I was looking for the choke assembly for the controller that activates this choke and realized, oh, it's on the older carburetor. And then I looked, and there's no way to put a air filter on this thing. So apparently this snowblower never had an air filter, which on one hand I kind of understand, because if you're blowing a lot of snow, I guess the filter could get clogged with snow, but on the second hand, it wouldn't take too many, you know, small pieces of sand or debris to toast this motor. So that's kind of bizarre, I guess, to me. So anyways, I'm going to unbolt this choke assembly, put it on the new carburetor, and then we're good. To finish this up, I put the new shutoff valve on, as well as a little fuel filter. The tank on this, for some reason, was completely empty of fuel, so I'm not really sure why all that gunk was in the carburetor, the old one. I'm thinking I actually did drain the carburetor in the fuel system, and that buildup in there was just stuck in there and it didn't drain out. That's entirely a possibility. But anyways, that's been replaced. I am going to pull that primer bulb out up there by the recoil starter. I got the one right here. Seems to be pretty easy. You just pop it out and it's a single hose. So I have a new one. Screw it. I'll put it on there. Not a big deal. Other than that, this guy's all ready. I got to get the bushing for up here on the chute control up there, but I'm waiting for that in the mail, and being Thanksgiving week, who knows if it's going to show up or not. But that's a wrap for right now. Thanks.